Hi, this is KryptoSeoul Erica, episode 23. We're live after a few minutes of delay. Sorry about that. Today we're here with the CEO of Blue Whale, Zvoli. Hi.
So hi guys, it's very nice to meet you guys here. My name is Will. As she mentioned, I'm the CEO of Blue Whale, and I'm very glad that I can share our project with you guys through Erica's YouTube channel.
Okay, so Blue Whale is apparently a dApp project of Icon. So I'm sure many of you are curious about dApps of Icon, and I've been covering it from last week. So I think this will be our second dApp. But Blue Whale has been kind of under the a lot of interest in Korean as well as global communities. So I'm very excited to share what it's actually about. So. Ready to go?
Yeah. I'd be more than happy to share.
Yeah. He actually didn't know it was live, so he was very nervous. Our show is 100% live and no edits, and I'm sure everyone knows now. But I mean, please, understand if there's any mishappenings or.
Do I look nervous?
I look more nervous than you, actually. I think you'll do fine. But so yeah, it's just everyone who's interested in Blue Whale, please listen in. So I just wanted to get an introduction, like brief, about what the project is and maybe about who you are. That'd be great.
Okay, so basically, we aim to build a decentralized ecosystem for freelancers and contractors in the sharing economy, so that they can get fair rewards and benefit from their own hard work.
Okay. I think this kind of represents the actual current society and the futuristic society, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's going to happen it's already happening, right?
Yeah. It's because I study like artificial intelligence at Stanford.
Oh, wow. That's great.
And then I think it was almost like 8 or 9 years ago when I first learned deep learning. I'm sure that you heard about like deep learning.
Yes.
And also a lot of self-driving vehicle and also technology, they use deep learning technologies, right?
Okay.
So when I first learned about deep learning technology, I was very fascinated by its technology itself, but also at the same time, I was a little bit worried about the situation or maybe future that it's possible that many jobs will be replaced by machine and AI.
Right.
So I wanted to find, or maybe I wanted to discover or maybe find an industry that where humans can do better than machine and AI. And then I found a startup called VerLocal in San Francisco, and which is a marketplace where people can monetize their skills and knowledge. So people can do what they love, and they can also make a living based out of their passions. So this is how I started, and then also this project, VerLocal project, is connected with a Blue Whale project as well.
Okay, so it's still ongoing business.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So we provide our service in the US and Canada and Singapore, and we plan to launch our service this month in Japan as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Many things happening for you, as in both projects. So it's happening simultaneously, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So Blue will, eventually operate VerLocal. Yeah.
Yes. Wow, amazing. Oh, this is great. So, how did you get into this whole gig economy, as you call it?
It's because kind of I had questions, and I always wanted to know the right answer. The question was, what is the ideal form of our society and what it should be?
Yes.
So I wanted to find the right answer for that question. So I spent literally like more than 10 years to find. So actually, like I need to serve the military. So I went to military when I was, I think, 19 or 20.
Very early.
Yeah. Wow. It's just like other Korean guys. But while I was in the military camp, my question was even more. I wanted to know more about like what is the right form, and then like why I am here, right? It's because I need to work and also live in that limited environment.
Yes.
So kind of like right after a military service, I decided to study abroad. So I studied in UK and also New York.
Wow.
And then later I also studied in the Palo Alto in California.
Yes.
And then in Silicon Valley, I was able to find that answers, and it's just kind of like it's my own answer. So I define myself. So the answer was when people can do what they love.
Yes.
And also if they can also make a living based out of their passions. And because of that, they can also, people are able to get the fair opportunity in terms of their career, and also there's no limitation in terms of their personal growth.
Yeah.
So that is pretty much like ideal form of society. So, and that is why, as I mentioned before, I started for local, and while I operate for local, I was able to see like a couple of common problems that most sharing economy platforms face. So that was kind of implement benefit problem, and also many like for example, like if you are an Uber driver, like let's say you are sick, right?
Yeah.
And next day, even though you already like contribute a lot of kind of like a lot to Uber, you are not able to get employment benefit, right? And also many sharing economy platforms, they also have a problem in order to do some sort of global expansions.
Yes.
So for example, sharing economy basically two-sided marketplace. There's supply side and also demand side. Yeah. And in order to start and also scale their business, many sharing economy platform, they should acquire a lot of service provider, but it's quite expensive and quite cost is pretty much high.
Yeah.
So we also had a similar issue when we did like global expansion. We need to set up the sales team in US and Singapore, and now we need to hire a bunch of like sales team in Japan. But each country has different regulation.
Yes.
So what we like to do is we would like to find a way to how we can quickly scale up our business through blockchain technology. Yeah. So I can probably explain a little more details. While we
go into the website.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I was really curious. I mean, I love the name Blue Whale. Do you have any reason why you named it that name?
Oh, it's just like a largest animal on the planet.
Yeah.
And then we also like to provide the largest fair network so that we can embrace all the underprivileged workers and contractors. So that is why we decided to pick a Blue Whale.
Yeah. Because in the crypto world, it's like whale is very symbolic.
The
investor wise. But this kind of coincidental, I guess, right?
It is, it's the same thing, right? Like decentralized people try to utilize a blockchain technology in order to disrupt existing centralized system, right? But our case is, hey, we like to provide the largest fair network, but basically this network is actually owned by all, and also people can also work for all as well. Yeah.
Yes. Wow. I mean, I just love that. That was very eye-catching. I was really curious about the project. So let's say hello to the people who are listening. Hello, everyone. This is the camera. So from the UK, they're watching, and thanks for the interview. And somebody's asking, why did the Blue Whale decide to build an icon? So that was my next question, actually.
Yeah.
So just tell me why you decided to pick icon as your platform.
The main reason we think that like our visions are well aligned. So as you know, the icon, they also like to be a like a government, right? Can provide all the infrastructure for other blockchain companies and also platforms. But our case is we also wanted to provide infrastructure and also network for sharing economy platforms. So our visions are aligned well, and also we are able to get like some help in terms of technical aspect from Icon as well. So mainly over there are many like companies and also other second generation blockchain and companies who have like second generation blockchain technologies. But we think the most important thing is whether our vision and also our partners' visions are well aligned.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay, interesting. So does Icon help you with a lot of technical issues?
So so technical, not only technical stuff, they also invite us APEC tour. So we actually do co-marketing together.
They're on the tour, right?
And so like our team members, some of our team members in Sydney, now they moved to Hong Kong.
Oh my god.
And I will go to Japan, also Hong Kong as well.
Token.
Token.
2024
now.
You're going?
Yeah.
I'm going too.
So I need to take a flight tomorrow 4 a.m.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, very similar actually. Okay, we'll meet there as well.
Okay.
But, so this is actually the tour that Icon is on, and they're following the tour with the other dApps as well, right?
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, so it's like a whole ecosystem basically, moving around in around cities. Great. So before we move on, I'd like to ask one more question about, the competence or what you think of Blue Whale has, like unique features of it that compared to other, projects that are have similar interests. Is there anything that you want to, share that is competent among other factors?
So other factors, so what kind of like the factors like our team or
I mean anything you think is kind of stands out among the other gig projects, like for example there's many shared economy projects that's going on in the blockchain. So I just want to say if you have any strong points that are kind of stand out.
So basically I think the first one is because we have like many years experience in sharing economy. As I mentioned before,
yes.
I've been operating for a local for the past 5 years.
Wow.
And we also provide our service in like 3 different countries, and it will be 4 pretty soon. So we know what is the like right way to operate platform business. And also because of that, we are also through that experience we are able to understand pain point of both service provider and also platform providers as well.
By experience.
Yeah. So based on our experience, we would like to provide a solution for that. So basically, as I mentioned before, first thing that we will do is we will provide a giant implement pool. So that, like, for example, it's like let's say if you know any painter or maybe like a writer, then you can acquire for Blue Whale, and then you can earn tokens based on that activity.
Yes.
And then our community member, they can also validate whether these people are actually good or bad. So once we can have giant implement pool, like companies like Verlocal and other sharing economy, they can also acquire service provider through this pool. And it can actually save a lot of it is cost effective because right now we need to hire a bunch of like sales team members, and we need to pay like base salary, and also every time when they acquire a new service provider, we also need to pay the commission for it.
Yes,
right?
yes.
But thing is that which for now it is fine when we do business in maybe a couple maybe countries, right? But when we like to build a global platform, we are not able to set up like
every
So that is why we were thought about that idea, but we are not able to build it without having like blockchain technology, because we somehow need to build the token economy that need to build a fair and also a good structure that people can continue to earn, and also somehow they also need to use it again so that we can actually generate a snowball effect in token economy, right? Yes. So we are working on that part. So once we can do this, then not just for local, any sharing economy providers who wanted to do national business or global business, they will be able to participate in our network and can get benefit from us. And also when they do this, interesting. The fact is like in San Francisco, yes. Many people they have like a couple of different jobs. Like they use Uber, yes. They use TaskRabbit, and sometimes they use other sharing economy service like WAG.
Oh,
yeah,
WAG?
Yeah, I think it's WAG or something. It's kind of like you can work with Pat.
Yeah.
So that is one. That is a famous, quite popular service in the Bay Area as well.
Yes.
So they have many different jobs, but the thing is, even though they actually work more than 8 hours, but they are not able to get any implement benefit.
Oh, yes.
But if we can bring all the platforms together, doesn't need to be like the big player, right? Even though there's small players who want to start their own sharing economy businesses and platform, if they can join us, we can help their host acquisitions.
Yes.
And also their service provider can get implement benefit, like unemployment insurance, PTO, vacations, or pension time. So we would like to provide this one to all kinds of platform and service provider. If they are the people who generate income based on their skills and knowledge.
Wow, amazing. I'm the best Uber driver. Wow. So I think this is a very fascinating model, and I'm very interested in this market. Why don't we move on to the main website and kind of you can go through what's what's necessary, what's important to kind of emphasize. Just you can scroll down wherever you want.
Okay.
So right now it seems that it's still on the pre-sale stage, right?
Yeah. We complete the private sale.
Yes.
And then now we will open the pre-sale.
Mm-hmm.
But even though we actually opened our Telegram group like 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Before we only had like Telegram channel. But because of Icon Annual Summit, so actually a lot of people actually reaching out to us.
Right. Of course,
yeah. So.
But you just made it.
Yeah, we just made it. Yeah.
Wow. In English, right?
Yeah, in English.
Okay, great. Yeah. Oh, so you kind of take questions now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Great.
So you guys can find our Telegram group, Blue Whale Foundation.
Blue Whale Foundation.
Yeah.
We'll post up the link beneath, so you can people can just kind of link it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. We can add it later.
Oh, later. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So let's go through the webpage. This is the main website, and can you see it actually?
Oh yeah.
Okay?
I can see. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you can explain if there's anything that you wanna. Oh, so this is actually the work, right?
Yeah.
Can you explain about what it is?
So in order to solve and also achieve our grand visions, we've designed the new system called the Work. It's a worker optimized reward keeper. It is comprised of 3 main components. The DAN is a decentralized association network. And then CAM, the contribution activity manager, and the last one is a reward bank. So the CAM is it manages all the contribution activities like host acquisition and verification and reputations. And based on that, people can get their rewards, and all the reward can be saved into a reward bank. So reward bank is, when you imagine bank, it's just kind of one centralized system, but our reward bank is blockchain system. So we can have the system and node, and also our partner and other province, they also have their own node. So all the information is saved to our decentralized blockchain system, so that heterogeneous platform can possibly collaborate together because of its transparency.
So 3 main actors. Can you say that? 3 main actors in the system.
3 main component.
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 Okay.
Yeah, component. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And then, so this is actually the cycle that's that you kind of explained earlier.
Yeah.
And the Verlocal is this is existing business he's running, and actually I found that the team is very international.
Yeah.
And actually, what I was surprised is there's no white paper in the Korean version.
Yeah.
And he's Korean. So I saw the English version. So okay, this is a international project, and there was no Korean version. So they're working on it.
Yeah, we are working on it.
Yeah, we're working on it, and they'll get it released. So the Korean version will be out soon, hopefully.
Yeah.
But the English version is already out, and you guys can check out the English version. But yeah, this features. Is this the features of the Blue Whale, right?
It's for local.
For local.
And then eventually we will provide free booking software and advertising solution through Blue Whale. So our Local is a decentralized marketplace. Is the reason why we call it decentralized marketplace, because a lot of people, when you look at other marketplace, a lot of people only need to visit certain website, and they can find inventories and listing to maybe trade or buy or sell some listings, right? But our case is a little bit different. What we do is we provide booking software where that they can install on their website and also social media account. So that what we do is, hey, you know what, we'll help you guys utilize your existing resource like online traffic. So let's say you have even though you have only 200 visitors per day, right? It's interesting fact is many of small business owner, freelancer, they don't know how to utilize, but simply they install their booking software, 10 to 20% visitors they can purchase.
Okay.
And then when they purchase, what we do is we connect their customer with other business in the same town, so that we generate cross-purchasing effect from one business to another business.
Wow. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Actually, they're asking about who's in your development team. Are we going to cover this, right?
Of course.
So this is the next question that we're going to cover. But who is in your development team?
Basically, our CTO is Hyunjin Choi. So he got PhD from Cambridge.
Okay.
And also he used to work at NASA and the participated in
NASA.
NASA.
Wow.
And Mars project.
Wow.
And he used to lead over 100 to 150 engineer at Samsung Electronics before.
Wow.
So he has many years of experience.
Oh my gosh.
And then we think then like our team is comprised of top-notch, talent. And also, when you look at one of our co-founder, Jay Park,
Jay Park.
yeah, he led Samsung Payment.
Yes.
And also he was former executive at SK Telecom, one of the largest tech company in Korea.
He is quite famous. Yes.
Yeah.
In Korea.
Yeah.
Oh, and about Hwan Chung, can you explain more about him as well?
So yeah, he used to work at the Oracle and Sun Microsystems. So more than like 15 years of experience in like software industry.
Wow.
And he also former CEO at Elastic, which is like security the company. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically like our team member, they have many years of experience, and then like they used to lead tech advanced technology. But all of us, we feel that we are not, even though like people are able to continue to develop new technology, our system itself is not well designed because it's all centralized.
Yes.
Because that is why we are not able to build the better structure on infrastructures and also form of the society. So
rebuilding.
Yeah, rebuilding. Yeah.
Oh wow. So many top-notch, as you said, experienced developers.
And also our head of engineers, Jihan, he studied computer science at UC Berkeley, and then he actually like I think like one of the first engineer, and then he joined Verlocal. Yeah, Verlocal.
Oh,
we worked together and we built a platform. And we were able to see our expansion together. And then like a couple of years ago, we were only in the US, and now we launched our service in Canada, Singapore.
Long history.
Yeah. So we build these things together, and then we have the two other engineers, in San Francisco, Xian, and also Hao, and also we have two other blockchain engineers in Korea right now. They are working in the at the Seoul office.
Right. So very international team. They're all over the place, and also the existing for local employees are also very international.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And also our advisors, Ian Jong, he's a former CTO at Samsung Electronics, and he recently joined Google in order to lead IoT team.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And recently, there's Simon was
Stormex.
Yeah. Simon was Stormex. He's the advisor, and he actually tweeted on. I saw the tweet.
Yeah. So we are very excited about like having him on board. And we think that like we can somehow have more collaboration with other like sharing economy or maybe gig economy related platforms. So we will continue to discuss how we can collaborate. And also there are some other platforms, so the B token. So
right.
Once we can complete ICO or maybe even before, I would like to also talk with them as well. And also like some other platforms in Korea and Singapore.
Right. And the advisor list is still ongoing, right?
Exactly. We have actually like a couple more, and then we will announce. I think then like this month.
This month. Okay. And the roadmap is as follows. So it's Verlocal plus Blue Whale equals the new gig economy. And anything that you want to kind of emphasize in this roadmap?
So for this one, like Q3, this year Q3, we'll integrate Verlocal, and also we'll also have the summit maybe like late this year, early next year.
Oh.
So that we plan to invite our partners, and then one of the most important thing is we briefly mentioned on the white paper, and then we will release a couple articles related to the concept. We actually built the new concept called decentralized M&A. So in order to utilize decentralized M&A, we will also have some other partners who can use our network and also infrastructures.
Wow. So many things to come. And so here's the links for the social media. So Telegram room just opened. It's very, very hot, hopefully. And so let's take some. Is there any question? So we kind of covered most of it. Are you planning to be the replacement of Uber in the future? Are you or no?
Oh, because
long term.
eventually, not replacing, and then we think that is against to a decentralized concept. So what we like to do is even Uber drivers, they will be able to use our network.
Yeah.
So they can also get like fair rewards and also implement benefit. Yeah.
So income passive.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
We like to embrace.
Embracing. Yes.
Instead of like fighting and competing each
exactly.
other.
That's what gig is all about. Yes.
Yeah.
The blockchain as a whole, and he at AY, he's saying this seems to be a huge project with lots of potential. So yeah, thanks for listening.
Thanks,
And do you think Icon is the Ethereum of Korea? This is actually the question that I always get.
Yeah, I think so.
You think so?
I think so in terms of technology, and also maybe like some people might not hear that much in Korea, but I think the technology and also this Icon is more I think then like because I'm not like Icon member, but
right.
So based on my experience, they aim to provide global business and service and also infrastructures.
Yes.
So that is why maybe it might take some time to actually to build up everything. But I think that their vision is pretty good. And also even like in blockchain industry, I'm sure that like most people in Korea in blockchain industry they know Icon.
Of course.
Yeah. But as you know, like the blockchain is the many Korean people they only know about like Bitcoin, right? So I think then like people will continue to learn more about the blockchain industry.
Eventually, yes. And it will spread around. And people will know about Icon more and in depth, right? Yeah. So this is a very new project, but I think it has a lot of promising future and. Yeah, I'm very excited. If there's any questions, and how should we approach you? By Telegram? Or?
Yeah, Telegram, yeah.
Telegram is the most...
Yeah. So Will WH Lee, that is my personal Telegram.
Oh, you're exposing your personal Telegram to the public. Wow.
Yeah.
So we can put up both links in the after the show.
Yeah.
And if there's any questions, you can definitely contact Will or the formal channel.
Yeah, formal channel. That is a Blue Whale FDN, Foundation.
You should look at there when you
Blue Whale Foundation FDN,
Oh, FDN.
Yeah.
Is it long?
Yeah.
Oh, got it.
So I will also share our the URL. Through the chat as well. Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. And this was live, so no edits. There's not gonna be no edits in the future. So please.
I hope that it was fine.
I think it was great, right? So I think it was great. Is there anything you want to say to the audience or to the people who are having interest in your project before we leave?
Yeah. So basically, like, thank you for watching this video and my interview, and then we think that like we will be able to achieve our grand vision. It's because we have a great team. And also we already have not just prototype, we already have service and operating in multiple countries. And moreover, we believe that this kind of service and project definitely need to be in the real life. So we think that like we'll be able to achieve this the grand vision. And please continue to watch us. And also if you guys have any question, please feel free to reach out to our team. So we'll be more than happy to share.
Yeah, I think it's great to have like constant updates through Twitter or whatever, like official channels. So if you have anything to add or share, then we can just add it to the link. So definitely people can reach you more, and kind of your project can be more on the surface, right?
And one last thing I want to say is we are doing this not just for our team members, it's for the public. So I often use an analogy like this. The blockchain industry and ICO is comprised of three different industry, like tech industry, and also the finance, and also entertainment.
Entertainment.
And also my favorite movie is Gladiator.
Yeah, me too. Well, it's a good movie.
I think it's pretty much similar because in the stadium, right?
Yeah.
They're the warriors.
Yes.
So it's pretty much similar. So let's say I'm one of the many warriors, and then I can actually talk to the public. Hey guys, give me a sword and armor, and I'll fight for your glory. So you know what? Like convention, it was quite difficult to pursue and also innovate. It's because of the current structure is kind of current shareholder structures, and also financing, VC financing. But for this case, is it's completely different. So if you guys can give us opportunities, then we can make this for you guys. Yeah.
Oh wow, that's a great vision. Thanks for sharing.
Okay.
And they said never need an edit. Thank you so much. I try. So that's the magic in our show. So thank you so much for coming in despite your busy schedule. I know you were super busy. Thank you so much.
I mean, thank you for
We're both busy. But yeah, I mean, I think this is a very good channel for to kind of introduce new projects, promising projects. So thanks for coming in, and we'll maybe have an update maybe later in the future.
I will definitely,
Yeah?
Okay.
Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Talk to you next week.